Hi everybody, it's Sid from Cool Moviegram, your source for everything about cool movies. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and also the bell icon for more movie related content. Now, first of all, thank you so much. A big shout out to Mike Leader and Arna Venema, who have actually been very proactive in actually sharing and also promoting my actual video for the Armor of God review that was just uploaded earlier on this afternoon. This is being recorded on the 21st of January 2022, which is it's in the afternoon now. I've just finished work, and yeah, so I mean these guys are absolutely amazing. The fact that they actually did a really great commentary as always, and they were able to just promote my stuff and actually I really appreciate it. I'm a fan of these guys. I think they really kind of really know their stuff when it comes to Hong Kong cinema. And yeah, I know I've been posting a lot about Hong Kong cinema movies and DVDs and Blu-rays and such before because I normally want to do everything about film, be it Hollywood movies, non-Hollywood in terms of like Asian, European, whatever. I love South Korean films as well, but I love films in general. But the thing is, it's the Hong Kong movies are the ones that are actually getting people to subscribe, and they tend to have the highest number of views, and they tend to get more views at this moment, even though it's a small channel. But that seems to be the content that is actually attracting more people than anything else. I mean, I wouldn't make it a purely a Hong Kong cinema channel, but I would love to talk about more about other movies. I know some other videos, like I did about horror movies and whatnot, they seem to be kind of like picking up traction. And yeah, so that's it. And news today. Ooh. Yeah, it's been announced. Variety had just put out an article saying that Netflix has given the okay for a second season of its breakthrough smash Squid Game. So I'm kind of excited because me and my wife, we ended up binging and finishing both about all the episodes of Squid Game within a space of about 2 to 3 days. We were absolutely hooked. She doesn't really like Asian movies or Asian kind of like martial arts kind of movies and stuff that I enjoy as much. But she got absolutely hooked onto Squid Game as soon as it kind of as soon as we watched like one episode. She's like, "Oh, we need to watch another one." And bearing in mind, we stayed up till about maybe 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. We watched at least a good few episodes, about 3 or 4 episodes already. We were already in, and then we finished the second day. We did most of them, the rest of them, and then we only had like about one or two remaining that we watched on the third day, I think. And we were just kind of like, oh, it's over now. But I'm so glad. I mean, both of us are like really kind of chuffed that this show is going to come back. No date has been announced yet, but yeah, Netflix have said, yep, it is happening because the demand is there. Why not? Let's just hope they live up to the expectations and don't do a Game of Thrones and just go completely off the rails. I've just watched a video from Hong Kong Cinema Appreciation Society. Shout out to Will, absolutely amazing. One of my favorite YouTubers. He's very active and also part of the group that I'm also a member of. And he's asked why do people watch Hong Kong movies? Well, it's a very interesting question because I remember, as mentioned before, I've mentioned it in detail where the movie Enter the Dragon was for me a gateway. I watched it when I was about 6 years old. My uncle had actually taped it from TV, and my parents didn't let me watch it when it came on. So when I went to my uncle's house the following day, he'd taped it, and I actually watched the movie for the first time thinking, wow, this guy is absolutely incredible. His skill, the fact that his skill, his charisma, I kind of became an instant fan of Bruce, and which eventually it kind of got me into like he was the same person who got me into Jackie Chan. I mean, renting films like I think it was Police Story and The First Drunken Master. Watched them on VHS, dubbed in English, of course. That kind of those films made me a huge Jackie Chan fan, and I was seeking out any and every Jackie Chan film that I could find in the local video shop. It's like a video library where you'd go and rent videos. The independent ones tend to have more of those in comparison to the big chain ones like Blockbuster. They never used to have a lot of those Imperial Entertainment titles. The local ones, they had a lot. I mean, they were usually more centered around Bollywood because being that from like a part of Birmingham in the city in Birmingham, there were a lot of these shops, the video shops. They were run by Indian or Pakistani background people who, because the diaspora is quite big over here. There's a lot of population, so there used to be a lot of these shops that used to be renting out these Bollywood movies, and in time they also used to do English movies, but they also had a really big catalogue of these Hong Kong movies, in particular the Imperial Entertainment ones. So you'd see all these really interesting covers. I mean, anything that had Jackie Chan on it. I mean, sometimes you'd get stung where he's only like in the movie for like maybe a few seconds or something. Then you're thinking, we got conned. And also, on top of that, I got into it because I ended up watching, I think it was on Bravo and Sky Movies. I think they played A Better Tomorrow on, and also got to watch Hard Boiled, City on Fire, Bullet in the Head. And even Channel 4 would even play some of these movies. They played some of the Jet Li films like the like Legend of Fong Sayuk and Once Upon a Time in China. And then a few years later, he was the bad guy in Lethal Weapon 4, and that made me kind of seek out a lot of John Woo movies, a lot of Jet Li movies, and also I realized that there was this huge kind of fan base of Hong Kong cinema within the UK. There's so many people who are actually into this, and that there was so many titles that have actually been released on VHS. And when you'd go to like shops like HMV or Virgin Megastore or Tower Records, you'd go into the martial arts section or in the World Cinema where they got the Hong Kong movies. You'd see just a vast array of all these titles. I mean, you had companies such as Made in Hong Kong, which absolutely were one of my favorite labels. They had Eastern Heroes, and you also had MIA Videos, Hong Kong Classics range afterwards. That came around about the late 90s, early 2000s time. And yeah, it has all these different titles that some of them you never heard of. I just got into Hong Kong cinema pretty big, and then when I was in college and university, I kind of got into Wong Kar-wai's movies and kind of got into the more artistic aspect of it because I was studying film studies. I kind of got into that side of things as well. Me and Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan and whatnot, that kind of led me on to learning martial arts when I was young. But then I also kind of got into the filmmaking aspect of it, watching films like by John Woo or Wong Kar-wai and Choi Hark and all these people. And then another revelation was I've realized that there was more to Hong Kong cinema than just guns, bullets, action. I mean, kind of as the years went on, I mean, found places that were actually renting out. There used to be a shop owned in Birmingham by a Vietnamese guy. He used to actually have all these May Art and Universe VCDs, and he had these films taped onto VHS. So he used to actually rent them out. He used to watch all these movies, sometimes get the VCD, and then he actually branched out into renting DVDs. Just left, right, and center. I mean, I picked up on things such as Stephen Chow, Johnny To movies, any and everything really. It's just I thought, if it's a good movie, then I started kind of reading up on it. There was the HKMDB which is still active. Surprisingly, it's still running, but not many people visit as much. There was the lovehkfilm.com. You just read all these reviews. And whenever I see a cover of a movie, I'd actually kind of find the movie, see if there's a review for this film, and just read up on it, just learn about these movies, and then yeah, got into a lot of different things. I mean, the Young and Dangerous movies that kind of led me onto more Andrew Lau stuff, and then also throughout the years got into like Tony Leung's films, Andrew Lau stuff, everything. I mean, I watch Hong Kong cinema, but I just think it's really exciting. I think Hong Kong cinema is kind of like it's got that edge that most Hollywood movies don't tend to have. I mean, when it comes to action, or even when it comes to like just unique storytelling and the characters and the way that the films are shot, they just kind of look very distinctly Hong Kong. And yeah, it's just for everything really. I enjoy it. And then later on, I kind of started getting into more of like the Hoy brothers, and then I picked up more upon like the Shaw Brothers movie. I was never a for Shaw Brothers aficionado. I just watched as many films as I could, finding them anywhere and everywhere, whether it's online or getting hold of like a DVD or a VCD or a Blu-ray if I could, just anything, and just kind of picking it up if see if the film's any good. And then Amazon Prime at one point had like a bunch of Shaw Brothers films available, and I just kind of zoomed through all of them. I just watched as many as I could. Uh, it's a shame that not all of them are back on yet, but it's only got like maybe one or two, like My Young Aunties, one of them that's on there. But yeah, I love Hong Kong cinema, and that's always going to be the case. I don't think there will be a chance, even though I'm in my late 30s now and approaching my 40s. I think I'll still be into Hong Kong cinema as I grow older. Okay, today is an unboxing day. I received a Blu-ray in the post yesterday on Thursday the 20th, which is the Eureka Entertainment's Wing Chun Classics double feature of Warriors 2 and Prodigal Son. Absolutely amazing. I pre-ordered this as soon as I knew that it was going to come out, and you don't know how much I absolutely love both of these films. I've owned them on VHS. I had the Made in Hong Kong version, which was widescreen and subtitled in Cantonese, and they were both remastered versions. And then I also own them currently on DVD. This is Warriors 2, the Special Collector's Edition from Hong Kong Legends, and The Prodigal Son as well. So I've got both of these movies. And yeah, and this over here, yeah, this here is yeah, it's just an upgrade. I mean, I love these movies. These are easily within my top 10 and top 5 kung fu movies of all time. They're absolute classics. I remember I've watched I saw The Prodigal Son on BBC on BBC 1 or 2 when they did a Kung Fu Night, maybe back in the 90s, and they played Prodigal Son straight after Enter the Dragon came on, and then I thought that was absolutely incredible. That was dubbed in English. That's the version I saw, and it was actually for a dub. It was actually pretty fun. It was interesting. It was funny, and yeah. And Warriors 2, I just picked up because I just saw the cover. I thought, oh, I saw Sammo Hung on it, and it had all these colourful characters on the back and such. And I thought, yeah, they even said it in like capitals, saying the greatest kung fu movie ever made. I thought, okay, if that's the case, I need to check this movie out, and then I kind of. I picked it up, never knew about this film before, and then I saw it and I thought, wow, this is just mind-blowing. It blew me away. And I thought, this is instantly, hell yes, top tier kung fu movies. Now, okay, let's just see what this looks. This is as we can see, we've got this is the slip cover. Yep, with artwork by... newly commissioned artwork by Darren Wheeling. This guy does pretty good. I mean, I don't know if I could say he's as good as Kung Fu Bob or not, but his work is damn impressive. I love his covers. His covers are absolutely wow. And that's the back of it. And This is the inside. This is what we get. You got Warriors 2, Prodigal Son. So you got the original posters. Yeah, the original Hong Kong theatrical release posters of the film. And let's see what's inside. On the other side, it's like a reversible sleeve. You've got this, and then you've got this, which is his artwork, which is pretty cool. I like that. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, I like this. Okay. And what else does it come? Oh, it comes with a poster. Yep. I think it's double-sided. Yeah, these are the original posters. This is the theatrical poster for The Prodigal Son. And this is Warriors 2. Just look at that. It's just, I love the classic poster artwork. I mean, I could just imagine being in Hong Kong and being like a moviegoer when you see these posters and you're thinking, hell to the yes, I'm going to go see that. If this is playing tonight, I'm watching it. And absolutely incredible. I mean, I have to credit is given to those artists to actually put in the fine detail to make these classic kind of movie posters. Oh, we've got the booklet. Yeah, which kind of gives notes and also is like a gallery and whatnot. And wow, yeah. And then of course we've got the discs. Got Warriors 2 and The Prodigal Son. Man, I am so excited for this. This is just this is just epic. You know, I was hoping that these would get like a release, and someone did say that apparently they were looking to do another Sammo Hung box set in Eureka, because no, they did one with the three movies in one. I was expecting like a second volume of that as well, like the box set number 2 for Sammo Hung, but they just did a double feature instead. Because I was thinking maybe they could do something like Warriors 2, Prodigal Son, and maybe Knockabout, which is another great Sammo Hung directed film starring Yun Bu, Sammo Hung, and Leung Kai-yan and Lau Kar-wing. Brilliant movie. Yeah, it's like, I think that was Yun Bu's first film as a leading man, because up until then he's always been like an extra or like a stuntman in a movie, or like a small role. But yeah, now let's just see see what the special features for this film are. Okay, I'll just put this back in. Okay, okay, both films presented in 1080p from new 2K restorations across 2 Blu-ray discs. Limited edition packaging featuring newly commissioned artwork by Darren Wheeling, which you've just seen. It's absolutely incredible. Reversible poster featuring original Hong Kong theatrical artwork. Collector's booklet featuring new writings from James Oliver. A reprint of Frank Zheng's liner notes from The Prodigal Son for The Prodigal Son from the US Laserdisc release, and rare archival material. Now, disc 1, Warriors 2. Warriors 2 Hong Kong theatrical version and Warriors 2 international export version. I've never seen the export version of Warriors 2. I've only ever seen the theatrical version, which was released on video by Made in Hong Kong. The only clips of it I ever saw were the ones that were on the Best of the Martial Arts, which was the documentary, which was released by Golden Harvest with John Saxon narrating it, and has had clips of all these bunch of Jackie Chan movies and loads of films that Golden Harvest had actually released. Yeah, but up until then I've only seen the Hong Kong theatrical version. There's the English dubbed audio, which is the Hong Kong and export versions. The optional English subtitles newly translated for this release. And from what I've heard is from one of my Facebook friends has saying that the subtitles are probably the most accurate you're ever going to get for these films on here. There's brand new feature-length commentary by Asian film expert Frank Zheng, and and martial artist actor Robert Bobby Samuels for the Hong Kong version. So they've got a commentary together. It's great because Bobby Samuels, wow, he was like kind of a bit player. He's like an African American martial artist, and he kind of got into movies. Started working with Sammo Hung on the film Don't Give a Damn. Um, he is also featured in a couple of other Sammo Hung movies, and as well as he featured in Yuen Wu Ping's Red Wolf, which was kind of like the Hong Kong equivalent to Under Siege or Die Hard on a Boat. And yeah, he's this guy. I mean, I remember seeing his interview on the Red Wolf disc, and he kind of goes into detail into how like he actually became really good friends with Sammo. He got to actually live in Sammo Hung's house. He's actually knows his whole family and all, and he has like a really kind of like great kind of admiration, respect for Sammo and also his family. And there's also a brand new feature-length audio commentary by action experts Mike Leader and Arne Venema for the extra expert version. Hell to the yes, guys. Arne Venema and Mike Leader, definitely. Oh, I can't wait. Arne Venema and oh yes, that's a must watch. I mean, probably have to watch the export version first because I've never seen it, and then I'm gonna go through the actual audio commentary. And then there's a Making of Warriors 2 featurette. There's stills galleries, including rare production stills, artwork, and ephemera. And there's trailers. Pretty good for special features on that. Yeah, I love it. Disc 2, The Prodigal Son. There's the original Cantonese mono audio, English dubbed audio, optional English subtitles newly translated for this release. Brand new or feature-length audio commentary by Asian film expert Frank Zheng and also Bobby Samuels. Another audio commentary by action cinema experts Mike Leader and Arne Venema. An archival interviews with Sammo Hung, Yuen Bu, and Frankie Chang. I think they're from the Hong Kong Legends DVD. There's an archival interview with Guy Lai. I think that's the same one thing on there as well. Alternate English credits. There's the stills gallery, including rare production stills, artwork, and ephemera, and trailers. Wow. This is pretty... this is kick-ass. I seriously, I am absolutely thrilled. I'm absolutely excited to just go through this. I can't wait. This is like, you know, they've got two of my favorite Kung Fu movies. And... you don't know how happy this makes me. You know, I'm gonna be I'm just gonna be binge watching these now. So yeah, I can't wait. You know, this is this makes me really, really happy. I can't wait. If they just keep on releasing films more or less on this level, and trust me, physical media will never. We always see these doom and gloom kind of like posts saying, "Oh, physical media is dead," blah 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 blah. But listen. Films like these and the Lucky Stars and whatnot, or films by 88 Films and then deluxe packages and the editions, they always sell out. The units they sell are absolutely incredible. They go really fast, and that's mainly, thankfully, is to people who have actually been posting on social media and promoting that these films have actually been released and where you can get them from. All over, everyone is absolutely kind of like excited, looking forward to these films. And you see that these films have actually got a great fan base, and now that you can actually see them in an actual high definition transfer in something like in a brand new restoration, even a newer audience can actually appreciate the brilliance of filmmaking by Sammo Hung and Hong Kong cinema in general. I mean, you see the films in a new light. Gone are the days of these really bad grainy kind of VHS cassettes with really kind of washed out colors and just the pure English dub language. And you know, you actually get like high quality. You know, these films are getting the treatment that you know they deserve. That's the status of these films. That's the treatment that they deserve. And I'm absolutely thrilled. Once again, thank you, Eureka. From what I can see, I know the review is going to be a 5-star review, so I can predict that because it just looks so amazing. Both of these are amazing films, and from the content that's actually included in the actual film, in the Blu-rays, I can see that, yeah, this is definitely worth it. The fact that it's £25 for this, it works out to be about £12.50 per movie. So that actually kind of works out a bargain, because normally when this sounds like a single disc movie, it's about 17, 18 quid or something. But this is, yeah, so this is hell of a lot worth it. And yeah, I would definitely keep it. And yeah, I can't wait. And I look forward to all the other features, the releases that are due out for later on this year.
Hey guys, Late Night Kung Fu is back. I brought back Late Night Kung Fu especially for you guys. Old school Kung Fu classics restored and back on the big screen. You've got to be there Friday the 4th for The Prodigal Son and Friday the 11th for Warriors 2. Back on the big screen. 2 all-time classics you cannot miss. On the big screen, watching with like-minded Fu fans is going to be fantastic. People making noise, Kung Fu kicking, punching, screaming in the back of the cinema. It's going to be great. Be there or be square. Late Night Cinema is back. Okay, book your tickets now, £10.50, or for both films, £17. www.genesiscinema.co.uk. Genesis, Genesis cinema.co.uk. Late Night is back. Be there or be square.
Well, that was my video. Don't want to be droning on too much. Thanks for watching, if you made it this far. Yeah, and I'll see you on the next one. And thank you for all those who have just subscribed to my channel. It really means a lot. Thank you for your support.